The Kardashians never seem to be out of the headlines in tabloids as their family dramas keep on getting better and better every day. This time it's Khloe Kardashian with some drama of her own family, with her kids and her baby daddy. Now Khloe hasn't had the best time when it came to setting up her own family. The girl has been a little unlucky when it comes to love and marriage, and that is no news to anyone. Tristan Thompson is a name that we all are very well aware of. We are also very well aware of all the drama that he caused in Khloe's life when they were together. And it looks like it's payback time because now Khloe is bringing a hell of a drama into Tristan's life. She made him take not one, not two, but 3 DNA tests to make sure that her son Tatum was actually her son.
I made Tristan do 3 DNA tests for Tatum. He was so offended. And I'm like, but he doesn't look like.
Now we know that sounds really bizarre, but once you get to know why she did this, you'd understand her a lot better. It's not like Tristan has given her any reason to trust him blindly. The man literally cheated on her and fathered a child with another woman while pushing Khloe to get pregnant. We all remember how miserable Khloe was back when she was going through all of this and how the fans begged her to cut him out of her life forever. Well, we are going to talk about that as well, because for a while Tristan was out of her life, but according to some sources, Khloe might be second-guessing her decision and might be thinking of getting back together with a man who is a player, and we're not just talking about his career here. Khloe Kardashian opened up about why she made him take 3 DNA tests during a podcast, and fans are going crazy over it. Some are calling her insane while others completely understand her stance. You better stay until the end of the video and tell us in the comment section what side you're on. There is a lot we need to unpack in today's video, so you better grab some hot popcorn and sit tight because you do not want to miss this exclusive tea. You are watching The Celebrity Fix, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Khloe Kardashian opened up about the insane reason she made Tristan Thompson get 3 DNA tests for her son Tatum. But before we get to spilling all the hot tea on that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. So we all know what kind of history Khloe Kardashian has with her baby daddy and ex Tristan Thompson. So when we found out that she had made him take not 1, not 2, but 3 DNA tests to make sure that Tatum was her son, it didn't really shock all of us that much. After all, it's not like Tristan has always been truthful and trustworthy with her. Remember the time where he literally pushed her to have a child with him, made her feel horrible all along, and then Khloe found out that he was fathering another child with another woman, all while she was getting IVF and whatnot just to make him happy. Well, their relationship has never been perfect, but guess what? That isn't the reason she made him take 3 DNA tests. It actually has nothing to do with Tristan himself, but everything to do with Khloe's own siblings. Confused? Well, let us tell you all about it. During an episode of the She MD podcast on May 7th, she revealed the actual reason behind the multiple paternity tests.
I made Tristan do 3 DNA tests for Tatum. He was so offended. And I'm like, but he doesn't look like.
Their child Tatum was born in August of 2022, and she never really was sure of anything after that. We all got to see how she sometimes felt a distance from Tatum because of Tristan. Apart from the fact that he was a cheater, she had that child through a surrogate. Some fans still believe that she was not yet ready to be a mother and only got pressured into it by Tristan. After she talked about all the heartache and pain that she went through at the hands of her baby daddy, she talked about how he was the reason she struggled to really feel close to her son. But then she talked about how she still loves Tatum and how much he reminds her of her late father and Rob Kardashian.
I'm telling you, my dad passed away, and my son is like my son's a year and a half, and he's sarcastic, and my dad had a really dry, silly, just crazy sense of humor, and there's glimmers of my dad in Tatum, and I'm like...
Tatum is going to be turning 2 this August, and Khloe seemed to be really excited about that. The show was hosted by Kardashian's own doctor, Dr. Ali Abadi, so we got to know a lot about the inside details as well. Khloe kept talking about how much she is reminded of her brother Rob every time she looks at her son Tatum, which we all thought was a sweet sentiment. She said that everyone in the family thinks that Tatum looks more like Rob than he looks like either of his parents.
And my son looks just like to me, just like my brother. God. And my brother's one of my favorite people. And I'm telling you.
She even told the doctors about this. And this is where she started to get worried about the actual paternity of her child. She then talked about the real reason why she made Tristan take several paternity tests to make sure if Tatum was their son or not, and what she found out completely shocked her. Before we continue on with the video and tell you all about the reason why Khloe acted that way, do us a little favor and share this video with a friend who really loves the Kardashians or just someone who might enjoy our content. So at first, when she made the comparisons of her son Tatum with her brother Rob, it was all funny little silly games. But then she really got into thinking, and according to sources, she spiraled about this as well. She talked about it on the podcast and said she started to think about how Tatum was a surrogate baby, so there was a possibility of a mix-up. And so she tried to not think about it for the longest time. But then she just couldn't help herself and ended up asking her brother Rob Kardashian a very weird question. She asked him if he had donated his sperm anywhere.
But he looks more than Rob than he looks.
Yes, like anyone like me or
anyone
Tristan
else.
or
He could be his son.
oh, and because he was a like an IVF baby or surrogate baby, I was like, Rob, have you ever donated sperm somewhere?
What she meant to say by this was that she was worried if Tatum was actually Rob's son and not hers. Since she didn't actually carry him for 9 months, this would have meant that Tatum had 2 fathers. Now talk about a weird situation. She said that when she first mentioned this to the doctors, they laughed in her face, but she then emphasized how important this was for her. This is why she made Tristan take 3 paternity tests just to be sure. Her doctor cracked up at this and remembered the whole thing. Khloe added that when she first asked Tristan to take a paternity test, he was actually very offended, but she didn't care because she was doing this for herself and not for him. Khloe also said that knowing just how much drama there is in her family, she wouldn't be surprised if this was true, and if Tatum was actually Rob's son. But that would have been really disgusting.
I would in this family that would not surprise me, but that would be so disgusting.
Her doctor once again reassured her that Tatum is in fact her and Tristan's child, and that Rob has nothing to do with him, before they all laughed about the whole thing.
And I'm like, this is so freaking weird. But it's just how God works.
And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think Khloe might take Tristan Thompson back the way fans are suspecting after this interview? How do you feel about her making Tristan Thompson take 3 DNA tests? What would you have done in a situation like this? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.